Hey everyone, welcome back to the Freelance Mama. My name's Kelly Dawson and I am here to help you learn how to start your own freelance business really fast so you can start earning a income from home and spend more time with your family. So in today's video, I want to talk about a question that comes up on Google a lot. So I was doing a little bit of research to find out what kind of questions mums would be Googling and if they wanted to find a business to work from home. So I went through this a few years ago when I decided to get out of corporate and find a job. And I know I was Googling lots of things and trying to find a business that I could do from home and earn enough money that I could not have to go back to doing a 9 to 5 job. So clearly I'm not the only one who's been Googling this, because when I started looking online, I could see that there were lots of questions that were coming up. Things like, how can I make $2,000 a month as a stay-at-home mum? Or how can I make $5,000 a month as a stay-at-home mum? How can I make $500 a week as a stay-at-home mum? Lots of questions along those lines. So clearly there are a lot of people who need a bit of help with this. So I wanted to talk about this because I've been there. I understand what it's like when you need a bit of money and you just don't want to have to get a job. So it can be overwhelming. It can be intimidating. There's so many different options out there. But I do believe that one of the best ways to get earning money fast from home is to start a freelance business. Now, I've done a little bit of math to show you how you could get to the $2,000 a month number. I've also done a blog post where I've broken down in detail. I'll put a link to that in this video as well, or in the notes for this video, so that you can go and have a look at that and see my math written down. But so basically, I'm going to work with the $2,000 a month number. That's a very realistic, achievable goal if you're wanting to earn that amount working from home. So what I've done, I'm going to give you the math, but what I've done is I've assumed that it's $2,000 a month gross. So obviously, you'll have taxes to pay. You'll have possibly, expenses, things like your phone bill, you might have fees for an accountant, that kind of thing that you'd need to take out of this. So you're going to have to factor that in. So if you need to earn $500 a week or $2,000 a month net, then you'll have to up your numbers a little bit to take into consideration your costs. But if we go off the number of 2K a month, keep it nice and easy. So if we do the math and work that out, that works out to be an income of about $24,000 per year. So times $2,000 by 12 months to get your annual income of 24K. And then if we divide that again, we get a weekly income of $461.54. So just because I'm not great at math, I rounded that back up again to $500 a week, roughly. And so how could you go about earning that? Well, you need to figure out, what your hourly rate's going to be to figure out how many hours you're going to have to do to earn your $500 a week. But say that you're going to provide services as maybe a virtual assistant, and you're going to charge $40 an hour, then if you divide your $500 a week by the $40, you can see that you only have to do 12 and a half hours of work every week to bring in that $500. So that's pretty awesome. I mean, again, remember, that's $500 gross. So, if you wanted it to be net, you'll have to earn a few more hours to cover any costs that you have and to pay your taxes or any levies and things like that. So do bear in mind those things as well. But say that you wanted to earn more, say that you wanted to earn $1,000 a week, then you can double the number of hours, or you can charge more per hour. So if I go to the $5,000 example, which I included in my blog post, again, the same sort of thing. So if you work out $5,000 per month is what you want to earn gross before you take off your expenses, that comes out to be an annual income of about $60,000, or around $1,150 a week. So again, if I've rounded that up to $1,200 to make it a bit easier. So if you charged $50 an hour for that, then you're looking at about 24 hours of work to get your weekly number. So, you can play around with the numbers. You can sort of say, okay, well, I can charge more per hour, or my hourly rate is going to be less. So you can just see what sort of hours that you're going to have to do to to bring in the kind of income that you want to do. And then it's about going out and finding the work, which you might think is a really hard thing to do. But I have found that freelancing is actually a lot easier often to bring work in than other business models are. Like I've had a product business and you have to go out in the busy world and try and find customers. But what I found with freelance work is that a lot of work comes from your existing network. So you know people, you've worked in this industry before most likely, so you will have connections and colleagues. You'll have probably some sort of a profile. You might have LinkedIn profile that you can share about your business. But most of all, you can talk to people you know and tell them about your business and see if they need help. There's lots of ways you can go about finding freelance work, and I've actually created an ebook all about this. I'll put the notes in this notes below. It's called 18 Places to Find Your First Freelance Gig, and it's totally free to download from my website. So I'll include the link for you to get that. That'll give you a bit of inspiration on places you can go to find freelance work if you think that's going to be a bit hard. But some of those ones that I've mentioned before, colleagues, maybe former bosses. I've had work from former bosses. You can find work from your social networks. There's lots of places online where there are communities where people are looking for help. So make sure you explore all of those things. Just to reinforce again, though, do make sure that whatever number you're working towards, you factor in whatever your costs are. I'm not going to go into those in detail because they're different depending on your own personal situation and where in the world you are. But the things that I would really be careful of are taxes. Make sure that whatever you do, you put aside enough money to pay any taxes you're going to have to pay. And that's going to vary depending on, like I say, your situation and your jurisdiction. And then levies. So it's something that caught me out when I first started doing freelance work, is that we have in New Zealand here, we have ACC levies that we have to pay as well as our taxes. And you have to pay those quarterly. I didn't really realize that that was a thing when I first started doing freelance work, and so I hadn't put aside that money. And it's always really stressful at the when you have to do your return and you realize you've got this extra money you have to pay that you haven't put aside. So I always put aside a bit of money from every invoice and put that in a separate account that I'm not allowed to spend, and then I know that I've got that money set aside to pay my taxes and levies. I also think it's a good idea to put aside a little bit of extra money if you need to cover other expenses, like if you've got an accountant and you're going to have an annual accounting bill. It's always way easier to put aside $20 or $50 a week than it is to put aside, to suddenly have to pay a, $2,000 bill or something like that. So factor all of that in when you're doing your calculations, and you just adjust your number or your hourly rate depending on what you need to earn to make it work for you. So hopefully that is helpful, and if you want to keep learning about freelancing, follow along with me on this journey. Make sure you subscribe to this channel. You can also find me on Facebook and Instagram with the handle The Freelance Mama. And you can check out my blog where I share a lot of detail as well. And I'll, of course, link you to the blog and the freebies below. So hope you found that helpful and have a wonderful day.